What's going on? Just got done having the McRib. Give it a 9 out of 10. It was very, very good. Saw that yesterday. Said it's 29th day of November, 2025. Can you believe it? Christmas is, when this comes out, will be, 23 days away? Can you believe it? In 2026, right around the corner. I'm like, holy Christ. Oh, but like I said, going to the convertible back into storage. It was good. Good meal. It's kind of okay snow. Yep. Let's do this in audio. Let's do it in a video. What the hell? Watch the food move. You know, I do like the sound with the headset, you know, so it kind of looks weird. But anyways, we are head out to Carver, A.K., Watertown, Minnesota. When that old man died, I was only $200 a year to store this in a heated garage and everything. Now they charge me $1,200. So still cheap, but he starts it for me and fills the air up if there's any problem with it. So it's not a big deal. Anyway, so, you know, I've done a few live streams on this channel. And YouTube has constantly sends me, you know, when you go to your dashboard, you know, when you have my amount of subs, the other one does. They're constantly want me to give the ability to have you people give me money, right? That's a constant thing because they make money on you giving me money. They're the in-between. I said before, if I want to send someone money on YouTube, I'll just put an envelope and it'll be the 50 cents or the meat and money kind of thing that a lot of YouTubers like to do. Whoever the hell's doing it, you know, Huss does it, Carpegger does it. I think Woo is thinking of doing that in the near future. I have no idea. So, I mean, me and Carl meet. When me and Carl meet, hopefully in March, maybe we'll do like an exchange $100 bill together. I'll give him some money, and he'll give me some money. It's like Naked Gun. Remember when he gives each other 20s back and forth, you know, for information. We could do that. So I don't know, but I don't know. I mean, I like doing it. The one that rolled Tyrol when Mark Terry called in and the Weasel called in the next day, and it's fun. But I get live streaming and the food moves. I did simulcast it over on the Cowpote podcast over on Spreaker. It's got like 8 or 9 views on different platforms, but I do audios on there when I'm in my car. I mean, it's something different for people to listen to. It's a pod. It was a long show. Next, I love Culver's. It's so good. It's good too as well. They're doing some major construction here in 44. I'm so surprised that Arby's down there is open. I'm shocked. It's like sitting on its own little platform right around everything. So I don't know. I mean, YouTube Live. I mean, I get the regular people that come in, and I get it. You know, Scooter called in with Beef Stew called in. They argued back and forth. I mean, my audios get like 50 to 60, sometimes 70. It depends. But the kicker on that, I make money, like I said, 110 to 120 a month on Spreaker. I get paid on Spreaker, and I get paid over on Spotify. So, it's in a small amount, but I do make obviously more. I think this year I'm going to get close to $1,500 on Spreaker. It's pretty good for an audio podcast. With music, my NFL podcast, Gangster Sports is starting to get some views on there too as well. Audio has always been, I think, people's like to listen to it in their ear. And when I do my live streams on this channel, you don't get interrupted with commercials for now, so you can listen to it straight through. Some people can't handle the black screen, but when they uploaded it for me before they stopped doing it, it was just a yellow screen, the title of the show. So there was no food moving. And I know we like to see the food move and see the food talk. And, you know, I kind of give you that little show when I put my head down, which is, you know. So, like, when I'm doing an audio, you know, I can get up, let the dog out while I'm talking, you know. I can my cord's really long, so I can I can go turn around and do something at the desk while I'm talking or something. So, and I just like the music in my ear. It just doesn't work on the video, but on the audio, that's the music and the audio is your video because it keeps your mind kind of along for the ride. I can't get clipped. It helps me think. The music does, especially when it's evil. And I'm on a video platform, the audio, and it's hard to explain that to people. Because that's how I got my start on Blog Talk Radio Network. And audio is always been the new video, I think, for people, and I get it. You know, some people like that movement of video. The leader of the Brown Shirts does his Thursday, but won't take any phone calls. Mighty Python does her as well, but she won't take any phone calls. I mean, he would only take a phone call from people that he wouldn't have me on there. I get it, but I'm not going to be saying something mean to him, or saying a racial slur. Is the problem if you did video-to-video stuff, which I've seen with Dave 25 and people on that other side of the aisle, where the Adventure Channel that I know from many, many years ago, people get pulled up and then they play inappropriate behaviors while they're on. So all of a sudden you get the ding for pornography, right? That's what people love to do. They come on there. Steve Coates known to do that many, many times. Or Lisa Lynn, who called it in the second show. The Weasel, she's a board member of SPAC. She's a Pittsburgh Pansy fan. Sweetheart. She got turned into an evil woman. She was really nice when I first met her. She was actually straight when she called in. Speaking of that, I was reading an article yesterday's paper today. Some chick was 24 years old, living out here in Bloomington. She had to go to detox of marijuana because she was smoking marijuana every single day. Before she would eat, she'd sleep, or wherever she'd go. And they said back in the old days, when I smoked my geef, when I was 15, 16, it was 4%. Now it's like 40%. It's like, I'm thinking to myself on the way to work going, holy balls, the size of a basketball. That's like drinking basic beer, right? And then all of a sudden drinking Everclear or smoking your remember True cigarettes or Carlton, the old 1%, and then but go smoking the Camel Straights. So that's 40%. That's an awful lot of THC. And I get marijuana. We're going to legalize it here. It's legalized in Minnesota. We're finally going to let it grow it. I get it. I'm all for weekend geef smoking. My nephew, who's now working from stay-at-home dad, grows it and then he barters it with people for stuff. So whatever he's doing, that's fine. But his mother's appalled. But he is a grown-ass man. Growing it downstairs in this house, it's just full of crap. But I saw that this morning. I'm like, I could not imagine me smoking 40%. Just give me the Sensimillion, the old school, nice joint, brown. Tide stick was a little bit. Hey, man, Tide stick, man. Hey, man. Howdy booty got wooden balls, man. Hey, man, I might drive, man. I think we'll stop, man. Wow, man. That's the most ass I've ever seen in my life, man. Great movie. Up in Smoke. That's where I want to go. It's a great movie. I got that on. I watched that once in a while. We have a DVD player downstairs, and I popped that in. It's a great movie. Up in Smoke. Highly recommend to go see it. It wouldn't pass muster this day and age, but it was so good. Low riding, a little lower. But, I get it. Doing a podcast. I guess what's his name? Carlson. He just goes through my opening when I shout the military. But I get it. That gets you through the front gate. Me to work my way into something. I've always shot the military. I'll never stop doing that on my audios. And the music, opening the music, gets me going. Because sometimes I have things I want to talk about. Sometimes I don't. So when I call Carl, or I'll call Marky Mark, or Beef Stew, or if from the group home, if he calls in, KC Grits, kind of, if you have somebody on with you on a podcast, like me and Beef Stew have done NFL, or me and Ted the Talking Head call, he calls in, or I call him, or Chris Ranson, you bounce off each other. My brother the bitch, used to call in the dose of the doctor over on Blog Talk, and he would lead it down the wrong path once in a while, and I had to bring it back because he would always go below the belt, right? I said before, my mother would get really pissed when she listened to it back. I can't believe you guys talk like that. Well, we're both grown. I can't help it. Your middle son goes down the rabbit hole of being a pervert. I can't help it. We're grown. But I do like audio podcasting a little more. A lot of times, sometimes I have no shirt on. I've got a T-shirt on. I don't got to wear what I have on, whatever. And I used to love to live stream when I first did. And behind me, I did it on purpose. There was a sewing machine behind me. And it triggered the Jeff Hagee family, the Hagee Rants, that I was in my sewing machine room. That still comes up once in a while. It's like, I did that on purpose. She wanted to move, and I go, no, don't. Like one day, she was in the back, and she was crawling in the back, trying to get around the back. It was funny. Nelson Green used it, and I said, I didn't care. It triggers people, and I've talked about I'm Still Standing. Elton John did something for some event, and behind him, over his right shoulder, was two little basketball things before. And I told her when I saw it, I said, see those things over his shoulder? It'll be on Twitter. That was longer done. People are asking, why? Well, he has children. Because people get triggered on what they see. My girlfriend out there, look at the videos she did on me and my two boys. She's triggered by what we're doing because she sees the food moving and talking about her boy. So she can take what I do and put it in her AI, right? But I understand people like to watch the food move and the food talk. They do hear the food talking during the audio. So, and I get people can come on YouTube and do a free audio podcast and sit in a room and do. Evil Abe, he does 5-6 hour streams. Who's gonna listen to that back? But people will sit in that chat room. See, a lot of time it's social hour for a lot of people. They get, same thing with Blind Views. Every Thursday, it's all his brown shirts are talking to each other. They're all talk amongst each other, and then he talks to his chat room. He can't see, right? So the chat room leads the charge. Whatever they say, he repeats. So they dictate the policy of the video of what he reads. Remember, he can't see, but he can read that chat room better than I can read a drunken idiot, right? So, we'll do some more maybe, but I just think it's, I like the audio podcast. I like the music in the background. The reason why, Debbie Daly talked about it, something about sound bits or something, certain bits that Spreaker has up here above YouTube, and that when I'm talking the music, I ride above the music, so I'm seamlessly above it, where it doesn't really move on YouTube with when I'm streaming. So I can't remember that streaming service is. You got to pay for it, and people come up for it, and I can't remember what it's called, but people can pay to stream and whatever else, and people won't do it because free. I remember when Blog Talk Radio used to be 1 hour free when they first came out, and people were all pissed off when they started. Okay, we're gonna 45 half hour free, and you go 50 minutes into overtime, right? And people were all pissed. It's like, they should have had a different level of it, but it was $400, which I paid for 2 channels, which was stupid. Until I went over to Spreaker, and they gave me a 10-year contract on iHeart. They paid my way. Now it's $260 or something a year to do podcasting on Spreaker, and you need a mixer to be on Spreaker and have the cord to take a phone call. So I guarantee it, Blind Views has probably got a mixer. He just needs a cord to come in with a phone, and he could take phone calls. But if he wouldn't just take anybody if he was doing video. So let's say I come up on his channel, claim I'm somebody else, and all of a sudden I put pornography on there, then he gets bumped. But I would never do that to anybody, but people would do that to him if he was doing that with people. People love to do that kind of stuff. So, but we'll see where it goes from here. Like I said, I keep getting emails from YouTube, you know, can you, start putting the ability to get money from people, both channels, especially the Adventure channel. You can do memberships. It's like, I'm not like Thick and Rich. I'm not like Blind Views. I know the people that do that kind of stuff. No one's paying for this content. None of you guys are. I'm free of charge to come and do some trolling. Okay? You're not Elton John. You're just some stupid YouTuber pushing out content that nobody cares about. So anybody that's out of my voice, you pay for membership, you're an idiot. You're a moron. Sorry. Not doing it. Because you're enriching YouTube. That's all you're doing. And this idea that passing through productions, we're giving it to a charity. I'll give my own charity. It's like Savage, the Apple S, Savage Live, right? Go look and see if she's doing her what do you want to call it, her toy thing. Her toy drive. And then people send her toys. So I'm going to put it in a box and ship it to her. She's in South Carolina, I think she is, or whatever the hell she's at, North Carolina. And then she's going to give it to her community. Great, I'm going to support another community. What do I always say? Take care of your family, take care of your neighborhood, and take care of your community, and then you take care of your state, right? And then your country. Don't be sending it to someone else's city because you love the YouTuber. Don't do it. I forbid. Just like Scooter admitted. Remember Scooter? He admitted on the live stream to Beef Stew that he gave money to Sarah Assault Tim. I can't believe he actually allocated to that. He capitulated. I know you don't like it. You talked about me. Alfie. He capitulated that he gave money to a loser. It's amazing. It's snowing outside. It's a state law. I saw that cop I was behind. Didn't have his lights on when I was going to McDonald's. This lady up here in front of me, no lights on. Semi up there, no lights on. Just no one cares. State law when it's snowing out. It's snowing outside. Let's just drive around aimlessly in a black vehicle. Another one right here too as well. One has his driving lights on. He's too cool to put the headlights on. I'm just got the driving lights on, I'm too cool. Tell you what, man, I'm too cool for that kind of shit, man. Yahoo. Right? Tell you what, man, I'm from Texas. I'm up here in Minnesota, and I ain't turning my lights on for nobody. I'm going to talk to Donald J. Trump. I know he's a convicted felon and a Jew-hated rapist, but I'm going to tell you what, I ain't going to do that kind of stuff. You can all kiss my behind, man. But anyways, rambling on, 20-minute video, probably be out Tuesday morning. Have a good week, everybody. I appreciate it very, very much. Coming to all the videos, whatever it may be. But keep giving money to Sarasota Timmy, right? As my mother-in-law once said, it never hurts to ask, right? Like Dingling, Dinger. Buy me a coffee. If you regret it, then take it off. New York Daniel, the dimwit. I'll buy a cup of coffee in person. I ain't giving you squat. Doctors with borders, right? Remember the military all the time, you guys, not just during 4th of July Memorial Day. They're out there working hard for you, okay? All right? Safe sex, no drink and drive. Bitch, please. What we mean, bitch, please. See you later.